I'm supposed to know all that.
There goes showing that you weren't paying attention.
I was paying attention.
So he was all excited. He was like, "That's my baby. That's my wife."
You can go ahead.
Oh, I was paying attention.
Get on there, David.
Goodness gracious, here I am. Dang, you looking sexy over there in that blue shirt. Yeah, boy, give it. Oh.
This the wrong one.
Oh, yeah. No, it's not the Combo Kings. Oh, God, that sounds beautiful.
Yes, you do.
All right.
This.
Okay, hang on.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I love that. What is that song?
Look Below.
Is that on Spotify?
Mm-hmm.
Do you just send that to me? I can never find that fucking song.
It's literally called the Look Below.
I do that.
That's already been on my playlist for a long time.
What song about? They taught me how to use equipment. It's
And that truck.
how to use the electronic. That's right. Or, I mean, you know how to use electronic. These are.
That's what we needed last night. Is some like music while you were doing the 360 to kind of get you in the dang on like headspace to cut up a little bit. But yeah, they ain't have.
I'm jealous I get my shit.
Yep, it's all on you, babe. Whenever you.
Because I wanted my shit to use for a photo thing. I'm about the video I'm about to make.
Send it to you.
It come across blurry because he sent me one of them.
That's because it's Android iPhone.
Yeah, that shit.
It goes.
Have to share it over Google Drive or email it.
I'll
like I did with that.
Well, we back in the studio. It's the dark hour.
Darky.
Yeah.
Black.
What are we talking about today?
Alien.
In the water.
Aliens in the water and aliens in general. It's a big topic right now.
What'd you find out?
Well, I mean, there have been several reports.
Hundreds of reports, actually.
And there was some Congress people actually talking about it.
I did see that.
Now, we talking about like
acknowledging the
UFO itself, like the spaceship going in and out of the water.
Yes.
So basically they're able to function.
Yes. Well, it goes back to Bob Lazar when he helped create that mysterious energy. There's an energy substance that he helped. It's called like something X or something. But Bob Lazar was a big scientist that actually worked in Area 51.
Okay.
And he helped design like a fuel that he like took from what they had found in another spacecraft. Yeah. And so like every 6 months or so, no matter what he's doing, the government comes in and basically raids his house to make sure he doesn't have any of the stuff or anything like that. Any of the paperwork.
About like a special fuel for the spaceship to go in the water?
Yeah. It's called Element Zero or something like that. So this what I'm saying is we know for sure that if there is allegedly any aliens, they're not using combustion.
Okay.
Which wouldn't be able to go in the water.
Right.
They're using a energy source.
Which is basically what he found from previous.
What they call it? They repurpose something that they found from other ship. He broke the code of their energy source, basically.
Yeah. Okay.
But anyway, it started back then when him talking about that. But so here
like Roswell then,
huh?
So kind of like Roswell.
Yeah, it was. I'm sure if you Google Bob Lazar, you'll see where he worked. But
I mean, I haven't heard much about it. I mean, there was something that I actually read about.
Oh, there's a documentary
on Netflix.
There was a UFO, like actual spaceship that was seen going into the water and coming out of the water.
Yep. Been several actually through the years.
There's probably been more stuff that I have seen, not necessarily spaceship wise, but definitely the different creatures that look like it should be an alien.
Yeah.
I mean, like, these are things that we don't normally see, and they're found in like specific parts of the actual water.
Yeah. There could be alien creatures to us. I get what your concept is there. But there's actually, from what the reports are is like flying saucer alien type.
I
They
do.
call them AFOs now or something like that. They've changed it. Aerial something. They changed the name from UFO to something. The government did.
That's
It's like
crazy.
aerial phenomenon or something. That's what they call it now.
But they have verified that it is out there.
Yes.
The Pentagon has said that
Yep.
we have them.
So it makes you ponder, okay, so they can go out of space and you already know that, or I feel like in the actual water, the depth that they can actually get from the actual ground, you know, like the sand, gravel, whatever, can they go past that?
Well,
Apparently, I guess.
there's parts of our ocean that they've never been down into so deep. So they could be down now.
Yeah.
The Mariana Trench or whatever they call it.
Yeah.
They've never been in it.
Mm-mm.
Ever. Not a
No.
Because
single.
they just don't have the equipment to go.
No, because everything will implode.
Yeah.
Oh,
They can't. They like it took them this long just to get near the Titanic because they couldn't
Yeah.
and that's not even like the deepest parts of the oceans. That's
Yeah.
the northern part. I mean, it's not as deep as some of the parts.
Everything that goes there now is more or less like
Robotic.
it's robotic. Like our sub can go down to a certain depth, and
Yeah.
they send robots down to the rest.
Mm-hmm. Like cameras and
Yeah.
yeah.
but that's still kind of cool though. They can get, because
Yeah, they're learning to explore more and more as we go along.
That's what I'm trying to get at. There's many depths of this world
Oh yeah,
where they cannot get deep enough to see what's down there, and that's where these AFOs, if you want to call them,
yeah.
are probably going.
Aerial. Yep.
Or maybe we can get to them, but they don't want us to know they can
Yeah.
get to them.
What if they're using like a weapon to like implode our crafts and all that?
true.
You know, like almost like a EMP, but for like crushing things. I know that sounds so scientific, but
Heck, nowadays I'm like, I don't even know what to believe, because some of the videos that you see of these creatures that are supposed to be deep down in these waters, I mean, they look evil and mean and look like they definitely have been like something else that's just kind of like evolved and mutated
Mm.
into something completely different. But nowadays you don't know, is it AI? Is it actually legit? Because there was something that literally looked like, well, was supposed to be kind of like a mermaid. But this thing has some like sharp teeth and
I think I did hear from that. Yeah, about that.
Oh yeah, so from the newsroom, it's called a unidentified aerial phenomenon. Now, meaning of UAP. Yep, straight from our newsroom. I bet y'all didn't even know that the Dark Hour and the Comic Kings have a newsroom, huh? Nope. Yeah, we do.
what?
We have a newsroom. We have like producers. They're in the background. Like when I'm struggling, they give me a word.
Huh?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. They do. I just got it.
Okay.
They been messing with us.
No, I'm
Yeah.
like dead ass serious. He's right there.
Like what?
Dustin helps me out during the dark hour when I have something like turning in my head. He always sends me to what I'm looking for.
What the heck are y'all talking about?
Yeah,
Yeah, I was about to ask you what you been smoking.
no,
Good.
nothing to do.
Apparently Daniel and I were in the same blonde boat.
Yeah, y'all were just not.
I stay in it.
Oh, it'd be all right, Daniel. We love you. But yeah, anyway, get back to aliens. I've seen aliens in my life. I swear to it.
How you know I ain't one?
You definitely alien. But anyway, I was sitting in my grandma's living room and saw that craft one. We talked about it many moons ago on the show, but nobody believed me. They thought I was joking, like y'all two thought I was joking right now. And I'm sitting there like, no, there's something there. And finally, my uncle came over there and looked, and he was like, "Dang, there he is." So they went out there, and then it started moving, and they followed that thing from Marshall to Wingate.
Is it the same color lights in that
They
triangle?
look like these things, that little light we cut on up here sometimes. The little red, green, yellow,
Mm-hmm.
red, green, yellow, and it was going in like a pattern.
Now that other one that you and I saw was red and green.
Yep. So we had that experience too when we were, remember doing the paper route.
Yeah, it wasn't round. It was more like a triangle.
Yeah, that one was more of a triangle. You know what? I couldn't tell you. Like, it's been so long since
It said giving.
giving our little ghost bucks. Giving? What are they going to give us?
No, you giving it away. I don't know. Don't act like
Maybe.
Red
they're saying.
Yeah.
Because there was something else that I heard.
Wait, so they're Christmas aliens?
Yeah, I guess so.
They must be, because that's their color.
They're all jolly.
People talk about it. It's
Mhm.
those same colors.
The one that was over Charlotte they talked about was red, green, and yellow, I think.
Yep.
I'm like, 'cause that thing followed us on our paper route. And then by the time we got back to the inn that we were currently staying at, it just sat over it and just hovered.
Yeah.
Wouldn't have been able to finish that route.
We didn't. We didn't finish.
We left and we went back home, and we were staying at the inn, and that's the reason why. And then we went in, peeped out the blinds, and
You're still there.
yeah, they were still there, but they were hovering this time. It wasn't following us; it was literally like hovering in the sky.
Maybe they
Same
sensed.
spot.
Maybe they sensed it. I don't know how to explain.
I don't even either. Yeah, I don't.
I said maybe they sensed that y'all. I don't know.
We knew that they were there.
Or the energy like you carry, all that you can feel.
Well, that and yeah. I mean, they could have some kind of energy connected to it. There's like
They're making sure you wasn't going to government to say some shit. They gonna zap you down.
maybe it was the same ones that visited me when I was little.
I mean, if they've been around this long, that's the thing is, there's not
Mm-hmm.
when you hear people talk about the intelligence of it,
Mm-hmm.
they are definitely have better technology. The things that they actually like use, their sensory, all of that stuff is like times 10
Yeah.
being magnified. So I can only imagine when people, whether it's people or movies, I haven't heard anybody yet talk about they've actually been abducted by an alien.
There's a new documentary on Netflix that is about a woman in New York that claims to have gotten.
Yeah, but I think they were saying that seemed pretty embellished.
Well,
Expert.
Yeah, they did, but at the same time,
No.
they can't prove it wrong.
They're not saying that they're saying like, yeah, they're saying that her story's a little.
Yeah, but everybody's tried to prove it wrong, and they can't. And that's the reason why Netflix put it out, is because they can't put it. Yes, it does seem embellished.
I don't think anybody would believe anyone that said, I got abducted by aliens.
Well, like what was it? The Fire in the Sky, in the 70s or 80s. Travis Walton, he was abducted, and they didn't believe him neither. Hell, they were about to put all of his friends in. They were in a logging crew in Arizona, and he got abducted. And they were about to put all of his friends in prison because they thought they killed him.
Yeah, I remember that one.
Yep. And then we got us another little thing from the newsroom. Probably that's a good one. So the government will probably just blame it on Starlink, saying that whatever you're seeing in the sky is a Starlink.
Yeah, but see, now they're admitting that it's there. They're not denying.
Yeah.
Congress the Pentagon has said, hey, we can't confirm that they are alien, but we have these unidentified anomalies.
Well, I guess the thing is with the Starlink thing is that eventually, if there were to find something, they would probably spin it.
Wait,
Yeah.
We have all these satellites and Starlinks and stuff,
That's
right?
Come on,
No, I'm saying we've got all this stuff, right?
Yeah.
Why is that not detecting stuff coming in?
I don't know. Well, their technology is allegedly
They can see the whole
4
world.
times more advanced than ours.
Yeah, but they can see the whole world from right where they're at. They can see when something's coming in or out.
Yeah, but those things could easily jam that, just like you can jam a radar detector.
So if they've done all these
I don't know. I was just a theory.
that, okay, so if they found these ships and aliens and whatnot,
Roswell.
then they haven't figured out their technology?
Well, their technology is more advanced than our human
Our
brain
mind
can
can't even
comprehend.
comprehend.
I would think that if anybody's going to figure it out, it's going to be, gosh, what's his name?
Elon.
Elon, yep.
He might
Elon.
be already.
If anybody's going to figure it out, it's going to be him.
He might be one of them. You never know.
It's possible.
He's trying to introduce their technology slowly to our minds, like the Teslas.
Yeah.
the car to.
Well, Tesla too, though. Nikola Tesla.
That reminds me of something, by the way, non-paranormal related. But I saw the ugliest thing in the world today, and it unfortunately was a Chevrolet,
Hmm.
the new electric Silverado.
Yeah.
Horrible looking fool.
I don't know about the electric Silverado, but that new Hummer, man, you don't like the new Hummer?
They look good.
They
Have
go
you seen?
sideways?
Yeah, but have you seen? Well, so did the old Silverados in the early 2000s.
We're gonna go sideways,
Did you see how much they weigh?
just so I can go sideways.
Well, it doesn't go well.
I didn't say I was gonna go.
The benefit would be
They're drifting like the damn IKEA.
parallel
Yep.
parking.
Yep, parallel. See,
You pull up right beside it and just move right on over.
there you go.
Also, when you turn them with the trailer, you'd have almost zero turn,
Yep,
zero
that
radius.
too.
Well, that would be different.
And if you're spinning out in the snow, it'll.
Well, that's the problem with that Hummer, though. There's been some people on YouTube.
No, that's got to be true. It's on YouTube.
Well, they get stuck to it. They're too heavy.
Yeah,
They're too heavy.
that's fine. I just said I like to look at
They're
it.
one of the heaviest vehicles ever made.
I'm not a Hummer
Well,
representative or anything.
y'all talking the
Hummer.
different technology
I'm not sponsored by Hummer.
with the actual. It's accidentally locked their kids in the.
I know. You know what I want? I want the technology of the Hummer, or not the Hummer, but the Tesla, and like a Honda Civic. That's what I want. Give me that.
When you become a billionaire, you can have that.
All right, I'm working on it.
He said,
Is it what now?
"Go ahead."
See, thank you, Grandma.
Yeah.
I'm gonna watch. Y'all see? Y'all watch. Y'all all gonna have to buy me something.
That's crazy though, with the technology being that way. I mean, I can only imagine what kind of like sicknesses that it could cure.
Oh no! You won't do that now.
Of course, they're not going to do that with it, but if they don't understand it still because it's too high tech.
Oh, did it go off? It's back on. Okay, now we're back.
So if it's so high tech, I mean, because you're basically saying that the human mind cannot wrap itself around the alien technology.
Yep.
Puzzle.
What did it say? Asshole.
Couple.
Couple. This ain't that one. This ain't that one. Me and Joy are planning a couples podcast.
I feel like there's some smart people in this world. Maybe not a lot of them.
Mm-hmm.
Who's to say
For
that?
somebody to at least figure it out.
Yeah.
Who's to say that the paranormal anomalies that we see that we call ghosts
That's
are not part of the aliens?
Could be time travelers too.
And it could be.
Maybe they could.
Well, they did have. If you pay attention in excuse me, my ears itching there. In Egypt, the hieroglyphs showed like little alien spaceship.
Mm-hmm.
So
like they're saying,
real.
they're saying like the sun god.
Mm-hmm. Equator.
What was that? It's
So-
getting spooky.
Yes, because sun god.
Anyway, they were talking about the sun god, and they're saying that maybe it was a light from the spaceship.
Yeah, very true.
Where did they get the plans for those pyramids?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
The Illuminati.
Yeah, fucking Masons.
Yeah, that came a little loud after that. I think after the.
No, they were here before. Yeah. King Tut was a Mason, you know that? Tutankhamun, he was a Mason. He was like the first lodge. Lodge 1. 000000001.
Law zero,
1.
ground zero.
1.
It's in the high.
Mm-hmm.
Down there in South America.
Yeah.
Somebody communicated.
Yep. And think about, and I had to throw my own ring in what do you say? My own in
OnStar.
That's another one too. Well, think about the Viking ships. They were the first ships designed. They could go through shallow water, and they could go, different kinds of terrain, water, and all that stuff. Where did they get that design from? And how did they know? Is it the Masons again? Okay, the Masons. Okay. You fuckers stick to bricks, all right? We get the wood around here. We're gonna lay the wood. But I was watching the documentary the other day, and they had to cut the wood with the grain of the log in order for it to work. So there was science that went in to shipbuilding.
Mhm.
Yep. What was that?
You had to figure that out.
Yeah. So I don't know.
Maybe the aliens just drop off a humanoid figure in different time periods
Maybe.
as the brain to.
Yeah, the Masons. Yeah. Dustin's gonna bring that. Next week we're gonna do a whole Dark Hour episode on the Masons.
You mean the Illuminati?
Well, if that's what you want to call it, that's fine. We'll do that in the.
The ones that killed Kobe Bryant?
Dang. He was in the Masons.
Well, Illuminati.
Illuminati.
He was. Was he in the end? Look, come on. So I know we're talking about aliens, right? But
When it's your time, they say. When it's your
Illuminati, don't they worship aliens? Or is that no? What's that church that Tom Cruise is in?
You're talking about the Scientology.
Scientology.
Mhm.
Yeah.
The Illuminati is a secret organization. Everybody says is like in charge of of the successful people.
Yeah, I mean, I know who it
And
is.
it's their turn to it's your turn for the
The
sacrifice
triangle.
when they need to distract it from what's going on deeper down somewhere.
Yeah, like Dustin. Yeah. See, when he don't want, he's doing something. He farting. There you go.
I'm gonna have to print him off a pyramid now with a circle around it.
Yeah. Huh?
The Illuminati.
That's the I in it.
Oh, my bad.
The all thin I. Do we know where that came from? Do we know? 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 I said that before. That's Odin's eye.
Mm-hmm.
Or is that the alien's eye?
That's
The all-seeing.
well, that's fine too. Maybe these gods are aliens.
Well, technically,
Natural power, so
Yeah.
well, technically, any being that lived or came from outside of the globe, which would be the gods, would be an alien.
Yeah.
mm-hmm.
Alien to Earth.
Just saying.
Yeah.
Well,
And we have a way of humanoidizing them in other religions and making them human.
yeah. Well,
And they have different powers.
yeah. Each of them do something different.
Mm-hmm.
Without getting into a in-depth lesson of different deities, I'll just leave it there.
So
Because I know our deities are a little bit different, and they're had to have, like fault with humans and stuff like that. So, yeah, that's I guess anything that's not from here would be alien. What did it say?
Strip.
It must have been talking about Daniel strip.
It says strip.
There you go. Huh?
Damn, now I want a chicken strip.
oh,
Dang it. Yeah. That sound pretty good.
It does. Maybe the aliens are speaking to us.
I don't know.
coming
I mean,
out of the water.
I know aliens isn't like a huge topic on our program, but we do have to sometimes.
What colors did you see again from those spaceships?
What do you mean?
What color were the lights?
They're typically red, green, yellow.
And they had to do with Illuminati, with the. What's he wearing?
The red, green, and yellow. He's got red, green, yellow. He does. Well, Dustin is an alien.
Just say it. Just
See?
say poor.
Poor.
Poor
Sure.
alien.
It said poor.
Yeah, that's about it. I know that's me too.
I don't know that
It's-
truck out there don't screen that.
Hey, he worked a long time for that trip.
Yeah.
So I ain't got no hate on that. I'm glad he's.
Oh, I ain't hating at all.
I'm happy he's.
I envy it.
I don't envy it neither.
Looks
I'm
beautiful.
happy for him.
I know. It looks beautiful.
You don't need to envy it though.
Mm-hmm.
What do you mean envy? I've always wanted a Chevrolet and it looks good. So
In your Bible, it says you shouldn't envy.
that's coveting. That's different.
That's the same thing. You're coveting his truck. Envy is one of the deadly sins there, Hoss.
Well, I guess I'm deadly.
I don't think it said that you're deadly. It's saying that it's a deadly sin. Daniel must be like a he's like a marksman. He's got like 4 babies.
Mm-hmm.
He's got 4 babies somewhere. He's a marksman. He's a martial artist.
Martial artist.
Yeah. You said you did.
The only thing I'm a martial art on is damn food.
You deadlied them potatoes last night.
Oh, there's some good ass potatoes.
All right, we'll save that.
Still thinking about them potatoes.
We'll save it for convo. But anyway,
We need to eat them or something. Leave just brought them down on my plate.
yeah. So I don't know. I mean, what do y'all's take on aliens, Daniel? You believe or don't believe?
I'm on the fence, really.
He's on the fence.
There's some compelling evidence, but at the same time, it's like I don't really know.
Okay, that's. I mean,
The only incident that I truly believe
mm-hmm.
that's really got my attention on it was the Roswell incident on America's Most Unexplained.
Yeah.
Or Unsolved Mysteries or whatever.
You need to watch that Bob Lazar and then report back to me next week what your opinion is on it.
Is it free?
No, huh? Yeah, it's on Netflix.
I'm trying to save up some money for next weekend.
Is it? You don't got Netflix?
I have Netflix, unfortunately.
Yeah, I know. We all spent that. We're gonna talk about that later.
No, I'm on the fence. I don't quite. I'm not quite there where I believe in it.
Well, I guess I'll be the odd man out.
I didn't say I didn't believe it. I just said I'm
no. Well, I'm not
50. I'm 50-50 with it.
No, I'm not 50-50. After I saw what I saw,
that's why I said I think it's my psychology background and evolution and all that stuff. That
what's that got to do with aliens?
That's what I'm saying.
To believe or not to believe?
It's evolution. Now, I don't believe that humans came from monkeys and apes or whatever. But I do think that creatures and beings can evolve.
Wow.
You don't think we
actually adapt to their surroundings? So that's the reason why I'm up in the air and don't really believe in aliens.
Okay. I mean, I'm not hating on you.
So you don't believe in natural selection?
Like what?
That's what natural selection is, where we came from, the monkeys. And
no, I don't believe in that at all.
What she believes in is natural. As far as natural selection is the human being able to evolve every year.
Natural selection, evolution.
Yeah, evolution is the ape thing. Natural selection is when something evolves to survive an environment. Yep, see, they train themselves.
It said drink.
I think
Drink.
people, animals, any type of being or whatever evolves to their environment and they adapt.
Yep.
So like if we were in some type of, like, let's just say whatever, something happened, some type of apocalypse, depending on what type of apocalypse.
I'm hearing.
That's the second time.
It's the same concept, and I hate to say it, with like COVID, is the weak die. The weak die and the strong survive. And just like the people that have had COVID, you know, either even just once, or the ones that have had it numerous of times, of how it has impacted their actual body and they've evolved. So therefore, any type of children, if they are able to produce, is going to have an even stronger immune system. It's the same concept as like horses that used to have. They originally actually had like a hoof, like two separate hooves.
Yeah, like a camel.
Yeah. And then over time, it's developed into one solid one.
Yeah.
So things like that depends on the terrain, the environment. It's the same thing with all these little funky creatures in the water. What you have of like dinosaurs, how do we know that some of the, like the Stegosaurus didn't turn into what is now is an alligator or crocodile?
They say that, what is it? There's a bird that to this day says that it still has like dinosaur DNA in it. I can't remember.
I'm like, so there's stuff.
The chicken from the newsroom is the chicken.
This motherfucker just said death.
The death of the dinosaur, basically, is what we're talking about.
Okay.
And there's some big old dang on. There's one bird. It's big as heck. What? It almost looks like a pelican, but it's like the size of a person.
Yeah.
They said
So there you go into that too. They used to have the thing that was called the Thunderbird, right?
Mm-hmm.
The Native Americans would talk about.
Like my car. I had.
Well, the Thunderbird was a gigantic bird that could actually control the weather. But it was also known to pick people up, grab them from the ground.
Yeah.
So there's been like sightings of this Thunderbird in recent years, within the 2000s, right?
Mm-hmm.
So how do we know that that's not a pterodactyl?
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying.
You know, that's living somewhere on some island that, you know, and it just happened to come by.
Or what is that dang on? It's the only thing that's coming to my head is the water dragon. It's the
the showbill.
The big old dang on lizard. Yes, Komodo dragon. Like that thing.
You know what? I tell y'all the biggest evidence of dinosaurs right now. Godzilla. Do you see him tear up them towns?
Oh, God.
So y'all don't believe in the Godzilla neither. Okay.
No.
I believe in him just about as much as I believe in Michael Myers being real. Now, please don't.
Be real.
Now, please don't come to my house tonight, Lord. But
you just asked the Lord not to come to your house.
That large bird that Joel was talking about is called a shoe.
The shoe bill. Yeah.
Yeah, that thing is huge.
Yeah. Oh, that's that thing
Does
that
it
pops.
fly?
Yeah. No, it doesn't fly.
Okay.
Or it just chose not to fly now. Anyway.
A shoe bill is called a Balaniceps rex.
Yeah, see? Yeah. Big old dinosaur bird.
Holy hell.
Yeah, that thing is freaking huge.
That's like a, thing. Yep. That's it. So, I mean, you got all this stuff, like, let's round it out a little bit. So, you got all this stuff that is alien to what we consider normal.
Right.
So, there could be just folks that maybe know how to fly stuff better than we do. Then they're not necessarily from outer space. They're from our planet. It's just that we ain't seen them. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's our own dang on people.
Mm-hmm. Something like that. Maybe.
It's our own people
But I still believe in
that are
aliens. So.
testing.
That's why Area 51 is so boarded up.
Test-
Maybe those people are in there.
Testes.
Yeah, I
1,
think
2, 3.
they're testing equipment. They're testing.
You know, there are aliens too that have glowing balls. They have glowing balls.
It took me a second on that one, but yeah.
I guess we'll round that home.
I guess you could call it in the middle of the night. That would explain the orbs you see.
Yep.
Yeah. So on that note,
This might be a little shorter dark hour, but we've been kind of
enjoying life.
Well, not necessarily enjoying life, but we've just been busy. No, it ain't just that. I've been working. So
yeah,
Me too.
it's definitely been. These past few weeks have been very busy.
Yep.
We've had a lot of stuff going on, trying to add new things. You know, like I said, we're still working on another podcast.
Yep.
We're working on getting out there, whether it is, you know, Convo Kings, The Dark Hour, being out in the actual public face more.
Yep.
You know, this past weekend, you know, everybody will kind of see some of the actual photos and things like that. Convo Kings was out there supporting Ashley Moore and
Ashley Brown.
Ashley Moore Brown.
Yes, Ashley Moore Brown.
It said volume.
Supporting her with her actual line crossing. And that was a definitely a very, very proud moment.
Yeah.
For sure. That was important. So, you know, we're trying to switch up some things, add new things.
Video.
Yep. That's probably the biggest thing is adding video, participating, you know, having the audience out there and about and kind of seeing us in public more.
Yep.
In the actual see our faces and you know, and things like that. So we're just trying to, you know, add to it. So on that note,
yep,
you know, stay tuned for the next episode and
keep it creepy, baby. What did they say?
Saying that we ended it.
Yeah.
Video wise, it cuts off around 16:21.
Okay.
It will go red at like 16:15, and then it'll cut.